Hey guys, it's Haley and welcome to another bookish video. Today we have another new release thriller vlog. I know y'all love these. I love filming them, so I'm super excited to give you guys another 3 reviews for new release thrillers that just came out this year or at the tail end of last year or are about to come out. But I know that I have started in this vlog All the Dangerous Things by Stacey Willingham. This is a past book of the month pick that I know a lot of people, including myself, were excited about because I loved A Flicker in the Dark. So very excited to get into her second one. I'm already a third of the way through because it is so fast paced and it's just easy to read it when you have the audio and the physical. Y'all know that is my favorite way to read. So I'm going to get into my thoughts on this, but I also wanted to let you know just at the jump what my TBR is for this video. The other books that I have as options to read in this video are Off the Deep End by Lucinda Berry, The Drift by CJ Tudor, and The Last Invitation by Darby Kane. So I will probably be reading a couple of those, maybe all of them, not quite sure. Just kind of depends on my mood for filming this vlog, but that's kind of what you can expect. If you're excited for reviews of any of those books, keep watching. And before we actually get into the vlog, let's thank our sponsor of today's video, which is Book of the Month. Y'all know I love Book of the Month and I always get super excited when I see this blue box on my doorstep. So I have a couple February picks to share with you guys. The first one I got is Georgie All Along, and this is a romance by Kate Clayborn. I have another one of Kate Clayborn's books on my shelves, and this one just sounds so cute. A romance for February. Of course, y'all knew they were gonna have a romance pick. But the other one I'm actually so excited for is The Writing Retreat by Julia Bartz. Like, look at this cover. It's so cool. I love it. And it has that snowy, isolated setting. It's a thriller with a like kind of locked door mystery vibe at a secluded writing retreat. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. So those are just a couple of the picks that Book of the Month has for February. As you probably know, if you've heard me talk about them before, they're a monthly book subscription service, and every single month there are between 5 and 7 picks for you to choose from. There's something for everyone. As you can see, there's a thriller and a romance pick, but there are a ton of other genres that they have available, especially this month. I feel like it's so varied, and they are truly the most affordable way to pick up new releases, and sometimes even early releases. You can get them for the lowest price, and it's a brand new hardcover book. I get mine every single month and I'm always so excited, and most of the time I end up featuring them in these type of vlogs just because they are like right there, right at your door, right when they're coming out. It's so much anticipation. I'm always tracking my little blue box and waiting for it to show up. So if you're wanting to try out Book of the Month this month, you can use the code WARMUP and get your first book for only $9.99, which is literally insane to me. I don't know how they keep getting away with selling new release hardcovers for like $10. What? So I will have my link and that code down below for you guys. Definitely go check it out. I love Book of the Month so much. Now let's go ahead and get into the vlog where I will start out with my thoughts on All the Dangerous Things. Ironically, a Book of the Month pick of the past. So in this book, we're following a woman who her son went missing a year ago. It's like the anniversary of her son's disappearance. And she is up on the case. Like, the police kind of stopped investigating, they hit a wall, but our main character is not giving up. She is doing the true crime circuit, pandering to people like, help me find my son. She's doing TED Talks. She's like, I need to find this little boy if it's the last thing that I do. And she also hasn't slept in the past year. So she's on edge, she is paranoid, she is reading into everything, and she ends up meeting this guy who has a true crime podcast, and she decides to go on it to get some exposure for her son's case. Those are the chapters that we're following in the present day timeline. And then in the past timeline, we are following a girl who has some kind of sleep disorder. And if y'all know my thriller reading taste, you know that I love a unreliable narrator, a main character with some kind of like sleep amnesia, some kind of problem. I love that. So I'm pretty sure the past chapters that we're following are our main character when she was younger dealing with a sleep disorder, but I'm not quite sure. I feel like there's going to be a twist thrown in there somewhere. I am a third of the way through, so I have a significant chunk read, 100 pages, and I'm really vibing with it. I'm, like I said, switching back and forth between the audio and the physical. I am really loving the audiobook because it allows me to play Animal Crossing. My patrons on a live reading sprint convinced me to buy a Switch. So I have a Nintendo Switch now and I'm literally addicted to it. I know I'm like 3 years too late on the whole Animal Crossing thing, but y'all, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Drop all of your Switch game recommendations down below. Listening to an audiobook and playing my Switch is literally, I don't think there's anything better than that. So I'm going to continue listening to All the Dangerous Things and build a clay pitcher for my new resident and place it in their home. That's the plan right now. I will get back to you when I have a reading update.
Watching from a distance. But that's enough about that. Waylon continues, changing the subject. Let's eat first. I hope you like chicken marsala. It's my specialty. You have a specialty? I ask, finally tipping my glass.
Hello, vloggy vlog. It is much later. It's not that much later actually, it's just a couple hours, but it got so dark. There's like a winter storm coming in. So, it's like spooky and cozy, which is good atmosphere for chilling, reading, and playing some Animal Crossing. So I am not mad about it at all. I am now 2/3 of the way into All the Dangerous Things. Not gonna lie, it's kind of repetitive. It's kind of dragging a little bit at this point. We are learning a little bit more about like the background of the kid who went missing, our main character's kid, the marriage that was going on when that kid was brought into the world. Not the best, and the husband is so sketchy, but I also feel like that's a red herring. Like, I feel like Miss Stacy is doing exactly what she did in A Flicker in the Dark, where she's trying to make me think like I know what the thing is, who the killer is, but then it's not gonna be. Like, I'm pretty sure this husband is a red herring. So I don't know what the hell happened to this baby, because the wife is also a red herring with her like sleep stuff, but also I don't really see the benefit of the past chapters at this point. Like, the whole thing is like, ooh, did she do something to her sister growing up? Because it's like scenes between a younger her and her sister. But I have a suspicion. I have a suspicion that it's not what it seems. And if it is what it seems, then that's going to be a little too straightforward and a little too boring for me. It is just dragging. Like, I need something to happen, and I need it to happen now, because the intro was fine, but now we're 2/3 in and I feel like we're kind of in a similar place. So I'm going to continue listening to this book while I get ready for dinner. Hopefully it cannot snow for the next hour or so we can get to dinner. We have Cameron's birthday dinner tonight. We had like a big party for his 25th birthday, but I wanted to take him to like a nice dinner, just the two of us, to like wish him a happy birthday. So we're doing that tonight. We're going to like a cute little French place. So I'm gonna get ready. I am a Texas girl, so I have no idea how to dress cute but also warm at the same time. That'll be an adventure, but I'm gonna try my best. Hello, vloggy vlog. I am ready to go to dinner, so I'm like all dressed up, but while I was getting ready, I ended up finishing All the Dangerous Things, and I'm not gonna lie, all of the twists were giving very convenient. Like, half of the story that we were wondering about with the past chapters, she just like went to go see someone, and then all of a sudden they like clarified everything. So it just felt a little convenient, but I did really like what the book was trying to say. I loved the author's note talking about like mom guilt and how women constantly feel like we have to apologize and like take responsibility for things that are not our fault. Like, the main character was trying to take responsibility for her son's murder slash disappearance slash whatever went on with him, because obviously I'm not giving that away, no spoilers. So there were a lot of things that I didn't love, but I didn't hate it, and I actually really liked the author's note. So I think I'm just gonna land on a 2.5 out of 5 stars, right down the middle, average rating. This definitely was not as gripping and as interesting as Flicker in the Dark. I didn't predict this book like I did predict A Flicker in the Dark, but A Flicker in the Dark was so much fun, and I feel like this book was just a little tedious, a little repetitive. So 2.5 out of 5. We are about to go to dinner, so I will take you with me, and then when we're back, I will pick up my next book. Good morning vlog. It's the next day and it's actually a snow day. Cameron's home from work. There he is. He's about to run me to Ulta so I can get some errands done this morning before I have to work and see clients, and I'm scared to drive on the roads with the ice, so that's why I have a man. So he's gonna drive me to Ulta and we're going to get some shit, and I'm also gonna get this man a skincare routine because he needs one, so that's the plan. Hello vlog, I'm back from Ulta and I figured I would give you a little haul. I get questions all the time about my makeup routine, my skincare routine, da-da-da-da-da-da. So I figured I would just tell you what I got at Ulta. Now, this isn't like my normal routine stuff, but I don't know. I'm just going to show you. So I did get that Essie polish called Crave the Chaos because so me. Also, I get my nails done like by my nail tech, but my toes are always struggling. So I figured this like neutral pink, like just like fun bright pink would be good for like my toes consistently. I got this to try as well, this like duo from First Aid Beauty, like the bump eraser and smoothing lotion, because I don't know if anyone else with PCOS has this, but I'm getting like weird red bumps all over my like décolleté area, and it's right after I just like change things up with my PCOS and like medication and stuff like that. So let me know if anyone else with PCOS has like weird, they're not like breakouts, but they're just like red bumps. Hopefully this helps me with that. If you have any advice, PCOS girls, then let me know down below. I also got the Ordinary like peeling thing that every girl on TikTok is using, so I'll let you know if this shit works, because I'm not wearing any face makeup right now. Like my skin is very, very, very clear, but I do have this, and again, it's just like this chin stuff, and I looked it up and it's like PCOS hormonal chin. So PCOS is ruining my life basically, but hopefully that shit will fix it. I also got some fun things. I got this Tarte Juicy thingy. What's it called? Yeah, Juicy lip cream. I'm wearing it right now. I put it on the car and I'm obsessed with it. I already want like every color, so I'm literally dying. It's so cute. This color is soft rose though, so if you like that, it looks pretty natural. That's what it is. I got a new eyelash curler because I feel like the one that I have does not work. Like you can see my lashes right now, but they're not like curled, you know what I mean? So hopefully that works. I got this metallic brown liner so I can do like a smudgy little smudgy wing. I'm trying to get on the cream blush train, so I got a stick one from ColourPop and a like bouncy one from ColourPop, and we'll just see. I'm not really a cream product girl, but I'm trying to become one. So I got a white eyeliner because just like every girl on earth, I want to be Alex Earl so bad. So gotta have the white eyeliner. I also got this plumping shot from Buxom. I love Buxom's glosses, and I just ran out of like my go-to gloss that I've normally been wearing. So We'll see. It's just like a neutral. Let's put it on top of this Tarte. In the shade Exposed. Okay, that's pretty. I'm happy with my purchase. And then the last thing I got that's like fun and exciting, that's not just like boring shit, to like face wash, is this brow glue, which I use religiously every single day. But as you can see, I use the clear one. Like there's no color right now in my eyebrows other than the hairs that grow there naturally. But they have a taupe one, if I can get it open. So I wanted to see what that would look like on my eyebrows.
Should we try it right now? No, I'm not gonna be that adventurous.
That's my little Ulta haul. So slay. I am about to go get a little coffee and have a chat with my best friend. She's coming over, and then we're going to go to the gym. I might start The Drift by CJ Tudor at the gym while I'm walking on the treadmill, because there's no way I can run today. Listen, I'm on my period. The cysts are coming for my life. I might start The Drift while I'm walking because I know I have the audio. I don't know. I'll let you know. Hello, vloggity vlog. I had a great time with my best friend, and then I went right back to work and had sessions, and then I went into editing a video. Now I'm finally done and I have time to start The Drift. So I am going to pull up the audiobook and start a puzzle and finally start the relaxation portion of my day. Hello vlog, it is much later. I finished my puzzle and I am halfway through The Drift by CJ Tudor. This book is so fast paced. I literally was just puzzling away and did not even realize that I was at the halfway point. I definitely wanted to update before this point, but I was caught up. Let me tell you about what is happening in The Drift. The premise of the story is that we're following 3 different high stakes, fast moving, survival kind of timelines, but somehow they are all connected. They're all happening at the same time. So they're not necessarily timelines. They're just like 3 different perspectives of like survival situations that are going on, and they're all connected to some like greater thing. We know that this is like an apocalyptic situation and there has been a pandemic that's been alluded to, but the 3 situations that we're following. Number 1, a bus has like crashed into a snowdrift, but the people inside think it's like a big conspiracy and this was not an accident. These people were supposed to be abandoned there. And then number 2, there is a cable car suspended in the air, trapped with 5 people inside who are on the way to like a retreat at the ski chalet. And then we're also following this like huge disaster that is occurring at the ski chalet where the retreat is. And we're trying to figure out what exactly is going on at the retreat and how they're possibly contributing to the panic and why this big conspiracy is going on, and all of these lives are in danger, the people who are trapped at the retreat, in the cable car, and in the bus crash. So it's a lot of like survival situations. I would say if you like something like The Island by Adrian McKinty, then you would like this, because it is kind of repetitive. I will say that about survival thrillers, is they are pretty repetitive. It feels like the same thing over and over and over. But because we have 3 timelines in this story, it's a little bit easier to digest and follow. It's not just the same setting over and over and over. We kind of get to jump around, and I think that's what helps the pacing as well. So I'm enjoying the plot. However, I will say that I'm not emotionally attached to any of the characters. There's really not great character development, and the few twists that there have not been hitting the way that I would want them to. I don't know, they're just like fine. I do really like the pacing and the survivalness of it all. Those are the 2 pros that I'm seeing, but the 2 cons are definitely the character development and the twists are not twisting. So I am a character-driven reader. That's something to kind of make a note of, that I really appreciate character-driven thrillers and character-driven horror books especially. I feel like in order to care about the stakes of a survival situation, I need to care about the characters. So there's that. If you're a plot-driven reader, though, you might not have that issue, but I am going to continue reading tonight because I need to know what's happening and how all of these different things are connected. So I think I'm going to jump in a bath, give myself some self-care tonight, try out some of my new products that I got at Ulta this morning, and keep on reading my book. But I will let you know, probably not tonight, but probably in the morning, what I'm thinking of The Drift. Hello vlog, it is the next day. It's another snow day. There's literally ice everywhere. People's power is going out. My clients are having issues with like telehealth stuff, so I'm just kind of chilling today, trying to see as many clients as I can who have power. But I'm currently sitting here playing Animal Crossing What's New. That's my new life. And I actually ended up finishing The Drift. It was pretty fast. It was a very quick read, but it ended up not being my favorite. It just went in a direction that I didn't go, and as soon as I saw it going there, I was like, why that? Why that? Obviously, I'm not going to give it away because it's like the big twist of the book, and it's like kind of the thing that connects all three storylines, but for me, I just did not like the place where it went. Like, it's one thing to have like an apocalypse pandemic thriller, but it's another thing to have it be just like so ridiculous. I don't know. I just did not enjoy where it went. And I also think I do not vibe with CJ Tudor's writing style. Her books are very, very plot driven, and there's almost no emotional attachment to the characters, and I just need a little bit more. Like, I need emotional buy-in to actually care about the twists that are happening, or else like the twist could be great and I literally just like don't care, like it means nothing to me. So that is kind of how I felt the entirety of The Drift, and I went ahead and gave it 2 stars. So kind of disappointing, but oh well. I will move on to my next book. But yeah, I noticed when I was putting my Storygraph review up that I clicked on all my other books that I had read from CJ Tudor, which I read almost her entire backlist except for The Burning Girls, and I've given every single one either 2.5 or 2 stars. So I'm starting to think like maybe her writing style just isn't for me. I don't know. This one sounded really great from the synopsis, and honestly the first like third was really great, but now I'm like, don't love it. So I'm moving on to my next book of the vlog, and it will probably be my last book of the vlog, so hopefully it's a banger and we can end on a good note, because I have Miss Darby Kane's new release here. It's called The Last Invitation, and it's supposed to be like a good for her little female serial killer secret society moment, which y'all know that literally sounds perfect for me. And historically, I have loved Darby Kane's writing style. So really hoping that this one will hit better than the CJ Tudor book. But yeah, we are going to be following a secret society of women in this book who meet up every month over wine and cheese and like go over the profiles of allegedly bad men. And every month they vote on one to like take out. And then this girl that we're following, this main character, gets into the group and then it's impossible to get out, and it's kind of like giving me The Collective meets They Never Learn, which I gave both of those books 5 and 4.5 stars. So hopefully this one's good. I don't know. I'm gonna get into it, make some pasta, and that's gonna be my afternoon. I will let you know what I think. Good morning vlog. It's the next day and I am a little over 50 pages into The Last Invitation. I'm really loving it. This book is already kicking off a lot better than our previous two thrillers that I've been reading in this video because of that emotional connection. I finally feel like I know who these characters are. I'm rooting for them. I'm firmly on their side and I care about the outcome of what happens to them. I feel like Darby Kane's writing style just really ingratiates you to the characters, and they're always like morally gray women. So you know I support women's rights and wrongs, and it's just so much fun to follow these kind of characters. Also, the dedication at the beginning I really loved. Here it is if you want to pause and read it. I just love the feminist themes in this book right off the bat, and we are following three perspectives. So we're following the group, the Sophie Foundation, that is, you know, taking out these bad men. But then we're also following two perspectives of women who are being affected by the Sophie Foundation. So with one girl, her client in this like divorce trial, because she's a divorce attorney, I'm pretty sure is a target, and he's about to get taken out, and like she definitely wouldn't have any qualms with that. And then the other female perspective we're following, her ex-husband just got taken out by this group, and it just so happens that people think that she committed the murder. So she's like, hello. And I'm pretty sure this is all conjecture and prediction at this point, but I'm pretty sure she is the one who they're going to send out an invitation to because they're feeling bad that obviously their actions that were meant to like protect women and save women from this guy like being alive actually ended up hurting another woman. So they're gonna try to like make up for it, but I can already see it going downhill and just like having a big snowball effect. I care so much about the characters. I'm into the plot. It's great writing style. I love it. I love it. I love it. I am going to jump into my sessions for today. We're still snowed in, so Cameron's home. You can probably hear him doing dishes in the background. I'm sorry about that. But that is the plan for now. And as soon as I'm done with my morning sessions, I can't wait to dive back into The Last Invitation. Hey besties, I'm on my lunch break, drinking a coconut water, waiting for my lunch to be done, which is frozen chicken tikka masala from Trader Joe's, because that shit hits. I don't know, okay? Don't judge me in my little lean cuisines, but it's not a lean cuisine, it's like Trader Joe's brand. So anyway, I am trying to pick up this book and I do want to read it, it's so good, but then I see dun 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 dun. I'm addicted, y'all. All I want to do is play Animal Crossing. I'm going to. I'm going to read to the halfway point of this book, and then I'm going to play Animal Crossing. Vlog. Sorry if you can hear my crackling candle in the back. I'm just obsessed with it and I don't want to blow it out, so there might be a little in the background. That's what that is. But I made it to the halfway point of The Last Invitation, and this is really great. It's really easy to read. Again, I love the characters, and there have been a couple twists that I did not see coming. This is just always how it goes for me with Darby Kane. I feel like she's so underrated. I've widely recommended her books, but I really don't see a lot of people picking up her stuff unless they get the recommendation from me. So hopefully some of y'all will go out on a limb and trust me and pick this up, because I really love it. I also really loved The Replacement Wife and Pretty Little Wife. These books just feel like really classic thrillers, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like how I used to feel when I was reading thrillers. Like when I first started getting into like Ruth Ware, Lisa Jewell, reading like Gone Girl, like that's how her books feel. It's not ever trying too hard. It's just like, this is a fun, easy, twisty thriller, and I love it. Also, I read on the back that Darby Kane herself is a former trial attorney. So it makes sense like why she knows the ins and outs of the law, and these are always like really great legal thrillers. She puts in that kind of information in there, and I always question if I'm reading a thriller that has that kind of stuff, like, did the author really do their research? Like, did they really know what would happen? And it seems like Darby Kane actually does. So there's a lot of legal aspects in there. If you like following a trial in a thriller, this one's gonna be great for you. I'm loving it, so I'm gonna keep on reading. I already played my Animal Crossing, so I'm ready to jump back in. Oh my gosh, I'm only 100 pages or less than that from the end, but I have to see some clients and I have to stop reading. I really need to know what is happening. These people are scary. This group of women, like, you read the synopsis and you're like, oh, I would love to be a part of that. Let's kill men, he, he, he. And then you realize what it entails and you're like, you would literally have to be a psycho to be a part of this. Not me questioning my morals. If you love a moral dilemma, this is for you. Okay, I gotta go be someone's therapist now, but y'all, this book is so good. Hello, vlog. It is much later and I am done with the last invitation. Honestly, this felt like such a quick read. I definitely finished it in less than 24 hours. So if you're looking for a fast-paced, exciting, drama-filled legal thriller, this is definitely for you, and I definitely recommend it. I'm gonna go ahead and give it 4 stars. It didn't hit that 5-star mark for me, but it was a ton of fun. It was very twisty. It had high stakes. I loved the like good for her vibes at the very end. It just like left on that kind of a note, but it was also at the same time kind of a critique of like the toxicity that can come along when we like feed too far into good for her, that like whole trope, and what can happen if we literally all just started like killing the bad men and how like other women might actually be affected by that. And it's like such a more nuanced conversation. So lots of legal thriller vibes, lots of moral dilemma vibes in here. And I definitely didn't see the twist coming. I love the way it wrapped up, love the characters, even though they were like these unlikable women, but y'all know if you watch my channel a lot that those are my favorite kinds of characters. So overall, such a good pick yet again from Darby Kane. I have yet to give one of her books below 4 stars. I'm so happy that we got to end off the vlog on a good one after 2 kind of flops. Like The Drift was definitely a flop for me, and All the Dangerous Things was just okay. If you're gonna read one book from this video, I would recommend this one. And that is going to be it for today's vlog. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end. Do not forget to go down below and check out Book of the Month. Get your first book for only $9.99 with my code. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and you got a couple good recommendations, or just the one. If you did enjoy it, go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to go to therapy and read a book this week. I will see you guys in my next video.